what actually happened to the Apple Car? A few years ago, the Apple Car leaks were all over the news and speculation was running rampant. Numerous articles were telling us about a 2021 release date, Hyundai partnerships, and all kinds of potential design inclusions. We will dive into recent updates about where the Apple Car is today, but let's also quickly summarize what we know about it so far. Apart from being made by the biggest company in the world, the Apple Car will reportedly be a $120,000 beast of a vehicle with incredible capabilities that will revolutionize how we look at transportation forever. Most reports indicate that the Apple Car is completely self-driving, with no steering wheel or pedals even included in the first place. It is more akin to a robot taxi rather than a traditional car where passengers enter a communal area to relax and hang out while on the road. With seats facing each other rather than just forward, the Apple Car invites conversation rather than a regular travel experience. This setup, of course, raises questions about regulatory approval and safety for passengers. So even if the people over at Apple have a vehicle ready, they would need to clear such hurdles before an official release. Another solution could be rotating front seats with a deployable emergency steering wheel. Such a setup would perhaps ease the process of approval with regulators, since it would change how the car is classified on the roads while maintaining most of the original, more ambitious design. The car would of course aim to have the highest level of battery available to compete with other EV companies out there. Other reports also hint at a more advanced battery technology unlike any others currently on the market. As Apple tackle the biggest challenges of the current EV industry, they of course would have their sights set on range as well, which would require a completely revolutionary approach to batteries as a whole. Apple already has technology for cars available today with their Apple CarPlay system. This of course will be a key feature included in their own car, and most likely a more advanced version will be introduced as a package with the release of an Apple Car. Since Apple has the most advanced and interconnected tech ecosystem in the world, their car would of course need to seamlessly integrate with the rest of their flagship products within mobile phones, computers, wireless headsets, smartwatches, and so on. Apple CarPlay is already designed to be intuitive to iOS users, so the foundation has already been built for a complete integration of the Apple Car into the extensive world of Apple electronics. With their wide array of software solutions, the Apple Car can also provide all sorts of software implementations for both behind-the-scenes system functionality, as well as entertainment and even work-related features. All in all, the Apple Car proposed by leaks and insider stories all those years ago sounds like the natural evolution of both electric vehicles and Apple as a company. So naturally, only one question remains. Where is the Apple Car now? Well, according to recent reports from Bloomberg, among others, Apple's plans for their first electric vehicle have shifted dramatically. They have reportedly dropped their initial price point of $120,000 down to under $100,000 and maybe even lower than that. In doing so, they're likely signaling that they are toning down a lot of their ambitious ideas for a first car and instead going with something more akin to current generation electric vehicles. Probably something more similar to a modern Tesla car. While this is rather disappointing to some of the most hardcore Apple fans, it is very understandable. The reports of an Apple Car that is fully driverless, with the seats being a communal area to hang out, may have been quite ambitious for a first vehicle. Many saw it as a plausible scenario, simply because this is Apple we're talking about, but I suppose even they know their current limits. This of course doesn't mean that Apple aren't looking to make something like that in the future, just that it won't be their very first entry into the car market. Who knows, maybe we will see this fully autonomous, all-round beast of a vehicle within the coming years, and maybe it will even be decorated with the Apple logo. But for now, we just have to wait and see. Some reports as recent as late 2023 have proposed a 2026 launch of the Apple Car, with a reveal happening as early as 2025, which isn't that far-fetched considering that the Apple Car, under the codename Project Titan, started all the way back in 2014. Even if the car we finally get isn't exactly what was proposed a few years ago, it will still likely display something new and something uniquely Apple. I mean, with 12 years of obtaining patents, substantial allocated budgets, and hirings of former top Tesla employees, it has to impress in some ways, right? What do you think? Will Apple's first car be impressive regardless? Or will it just be another electric vehicle in a sea of Tesla clones? Will they give up on their ideas of creating an electric wonder car? Or is this just the beginning of Apple's EV journey? Let us know in the comments down below. For more coverage and updates about Apple, electric vehicles, and everything else tech, Make sure to subscribe to the Tech Oasis channel. And check this video out next to see why Tesla's latest EV venture, the Cybertruck, is too dangerous to ever have a release in Europe.